What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to This Forgo. And we had a first for Marvel Future Fight last night in a patch that we had. They actually patched Bucky's face. I guess everybody was complaining enough about the Neanderthal look that time to get rid of the barbarian, that we kind of pretty him up a little bit, right? Try to make him look a little bit more like Sebastian Stan, which is really interesting because this is the first patch we ever had, I believe, that just fix some aesthetics instead of giving us any kind of new content, changing any kind of skills or effects in the game. So pretty damn funny that they actually did this, but it is kind of cool, right? You know, Bucky did look pretty bad before, at least in my opinion. I thought he did, and he does look a whole lot better now. So I'm glad they fixed it, but I do think it's pretty damn funny that they went ahead and just put out a patch just strictly for Bucky's face. Now, if that isn't showing love, I don't know what is. So let's dive into some roster reviews. Okay, so starting off with Hyper Elite, we're going to take a look at his car, see what he's got going on here. All right, so let's see here. Let's look at your card effects. Your cooldown's your cooldown's really good. Your ignore defense is good. Your stats look pretty nice, a little bit low on your attack speed. You know, you really want about 18 to 21%. But other than that, not too bad. You don't have any Pierce right now. And according to your comment, you're having trouble clearing World Boss. Having some Pierce would really make a difference on your account. What I would do is I would keep working on your Baby Spider card. This is an amazing card to craft. It's one of the best cards in the game. Like everybody that's crafting cards, Baby Spider, if you ever get it, is one you should absolutely craft. The other four, I wouldn't recommend crafting. I would actually wait till I got other P cards. However, just like I mentioned in past videos, if you have a lot of bad luck, if you're having trouble getting that P card, every 40 days we can actually go in the store and get one from using our tokens, or you could just use your crystals. I mean, I know that you're a free-to-play player, so I'm pretty sure that's not an option for you. You're probably not going to use crystals to pick up cards. Keep working on your Baby Spider card. I also noticed that you tried crafting 3 different P cards here. You got a green stat on your Baby Spider, you got a green on your Loki #1 here, and you got a blue on your Black Panther. What you want to do is you want to focus on one card and one card only at a time. Once you get 3 stars, 3 blue stars, and you get that essential 2% Pierce, then move on to the next card. That's what you want to do, because once you craft a card, once you craft those stars, then you got to use crystals to start changing those stats or changing the color of the star. So just focus on one card, try to get 3 blue stars, and then go to the next card, try to get 3 blue stars, and so on and so on. If you're PvE oriented, that's what I would recommend. That's worked out really, really well for me. That's something that would help you tremendously. Once you get 2% Pierce, just work on that Baby Spider card and you should be good to go. Now, as far as your builds on your characters, okay, so Sentry, you definitely want to have, I mean, I know he's not leveled up yet. You're working on him right now. But whenever you do get him leveled up, if you ever get a CTP regeneration, it would be a really good obelisk to put on him. Let's see here. You got Tier 3 Scarlet. Okay, great. Let's scroll down a little bit. You got Rogue. You need to get Rogue's new uniform. Whenever there's a sale, I would absolutely get it. It's 10 times better than that one right there. Let's see, you got Cab. You got Tier 3 Hulk. You got Iron Man. Great. You got Iron Man's new uniform. You got Ghost Rider. Amazing. Let's see. Okay, so your Human Torch is transcended, but you absolutely, like, whenever you get some uni sales, you need to get Human Torch's new uniform. That thing is insanely powerful. One of the strongest characters in the game. And I know that in your comment you said you're trying to work on Cable, you're trying to level him up. Honestly, getting Human Torch would really help you out, man. If you got that uniform for him, you already have him transcended. Let's look at your build. You got a proc on him with fire damage. He can play very well with a proc, even with a transcended skill. He plays super well with a proc. You already got Power Ranger Hawk on him. So that's what I would recommend, man. Transcend, well, you could also transcend Moon Knight. He's actually freaking nuts. You already have his uniform. So you could either transcend Moon Knight, or you could get the uniform for Human Torch, get the uniform for Rogue. Those two would really make a big difference on your account, especially in World Boss. Even with no Pierce, with the car sets that you have, you're going to be able to do good enough to where you're going to be able to get some CCF. right? You're going to be able to queue that up. You're already facing Null, so that means you're fighting against Null, which is good. But Rogue can definitely get it done for you. Your Thor here could, but you're going to need a rage on him in all honesty. Sorry, buddy, not right now. The damage proc on Thor isn't the greatest. I mean, he can play well with one, but he plays a whole lot better with a rage or a judgment. And because you don't have any pierce in your account, a rage would actually be better. This is something that I tested in the past. So hopefully those tips will help you out, buddy. All right, so here we have a free-to-play player that's been playing for just a little over a year, God Killer. He wants me to take a look at his cards, or maybe the next character you should build. So right now, I immediately noticed that you're working on your White Fox, your Cable card, which is beautiful, 2 of the best cards in the game. This Loki card really isn't one of the best, but I do understand why people level it up. You can actually get it from the Legendary Battle. And I would not level up this Scarlet Witch Quicksilver card. I would not craft this card. There are much better options than this. Let's look at your card effects. So right now, your cooldown's good. You got 2% Pierce, great. You have plenty of Ignore defense at 40%. Your attack stats look really nice. A little bit low on physical attack, but that's all good. It's pretty normal. It's the same really for my account as well. Your attack speed's almost perfect at 17%. 18 to 21 is really where you want to be. So wonderful. As far as your characters, let's see here. You got your Odin has a rage. You got Hawkeye on him. Well, since you got 40% ignore defense, I can understand why you have Hawkeye on him. You're going to get that extra dodge, and you're going to have a lot more cooldown than what you need. But you don't need the ignore defense from Power of Angry Hawk or Overdrive. So I understand why you got the Hawkeye on him. Okay. Let's see here. Kid Cable, very nice. Nice to see a tier 3 Kid Cable. So who should you tier 3 next? Keep working on Mephisto, absolutely. Keep working on Null. Those are God tier units. Let's see here. Ghost Rider, tier 3 Ghost Rider would absolutely be insane. Honestly, you should be working on him. You should be trying to get the at this day, even at this time at Marvel Future Fight, Ghost Rider is still extremely relevant. A character with tremendous utility on top of all the power that he has. If you end up getting a judgment or a rage, slap it on that guy and he will destroy. He is so monstrous and multiple game modes, especially squad battle. I know squad battle isn't like the high gauge, but it really is nice when you're able to always guarantee those Mandalay gems. But also the fact that he's really great in the story mode. He's really great in World Boss. He's amazing in Danger Room. He's just good everywhere. He's freaking awesome, especially when he's facing villains thanks to his passive. He's mwah. But work on him. Yeah, that would definitely be my next choice. I would definitely work on him. And maybe if you're having, trouble with Mephisto, if you're fighting Mephisto, tier 3 Rogue would be wonderful. She is monstrous. Get her new uniform, tier 3 her. Maybe that would be another character that you could work on. If you're trying to improve an ABX, then X23 would be a good choice. If you're trying to get an extra support for your World Boss, Taskmaster would be really good. He's not the greatest damage dealer. You can put in a little bit of work, but really just having the support for all of your characters, your villains, your heroes, for everyone is nice. Getting an extra 40% damage with supervillains is very nice, especially characters that have Weapon Master Tag, like Winter Soldier or Cable. Very nice for them. You could work on Human Torch. He's absolutely insane because once you start going up high against Null, you're really going to need males and especially male superheroes. And Human Torch really is one of those top dogs. And the bad thing about Human Torch is that really when you start pushing certain levels, well, it's going to depend on how much pierce you have. You're going to need Ben Grimm, which is something I don't have, which is a character that I don't have on my account, but he definitely would help. Okay, so here we have Accidental Genius, and he wants to know, should he transcend Iron Fist or Human Torch? It's Human Torch, my friend, easily. Iron Fist is a very good character, really strong uniform. I see that you already have it. It is powerful, and it does play very, very well with a proc. But Human Torch also plays well with a proc, and he's just a lot more powerful. That's just the truth of it. And as far as your cards, oh my God, your Cable card is looking sweet. You're working on your Baby Spider card. The next card that you should work on is definitely your Guardians of the Galaxy card. I would not level up this card here, and I wouldn't level up this card. If you're patient, you're willing to wait, I would try to get other P cards instead of those, because there are better options out there, especially this one right here. Unless you're PvP oriented, then this Black Widow card would be really good, because you're getting that extra max HP. But the Guardians of the Galaxy card, whether it's for a PvP or PvE, this is a tremendous card. That should be the next card that you work on. As far as your card stats, everything looks really great. You got great stats here. Nice, very well-rounded. Your physical and energy tech are almost identical, which is beautiful. I mean, very sweet-looking cards. And as far as your characters, let's see. Overdrive. You got CTP of Greed on him. Nice. Okay, Odin, Rage. Everybody loves Odin. Can't blame you all for that. CTP of Energy. Nice. Yeah, everything looks pretty nice here. This is what I would come to expect when I look at card sets like that. Yeah. So let's scroll down here and let's see who you don't have. You got Transcended Supergiant. Very nice. You even got Transcended Bid Grim. Dude, you're loving life. Oh my God. Since you got Transcended Grim, you should definitely be picking Human Torch. That buff from Ben is insane for him. And Human Torch will be able to push World Boss Null or Mephisto for you super well because of that. Getting that extra 40% all attack and the increase to boss types is, it's primo, my friend. Male superhero, oh my God. Yeah, Human Torch easily should be the next character that you transcend. So Daniel here, he just wants me to take a look at his account. So we'll take a look at those cards. Oh my God, my friend, you have beautiful, beautiful cards. The only card that really isn't one of the best is this Loki #2, but seriously, this is a pretty damn good card set, man. Keep working on them. Keep working on your Baby Spider, your Luna, your White Fox, your Cable. Those cards are absolutely top tier for PvE content. You got your Energy Talk, you got your Physical Attack proc. Beautiful. Your cooldown looks great. You got 6% Pierce. Very nice. Ignore defense, a little high, but that's all good. One thing about having high ignore defense, by the way, is the fact that, like the account that we looked at earlier, is that you can put Hawkeye on a lot of characters because you won't need ignore defense from Overdrive or Power Bang Hawk. You'll get that extra dodge from the Hawkeye set, and when characters with Rage, it's really going to make it a lot easier to level them up. The only caveat to it is like within a ISO 8 like Power Bang Hawk, you actually have 3 chaotic ISOs that actually give you a little bit more attack. So there's benefits, there's advantages and disadvantages to both sets, depending on what you prefer. But you've got a nice little bit of balance between your physical attack and energy attack, which is nice. Your attack speed is a little bit low. You really want that around 18 to 21%, but your cards look really great, my friend. Let's see here. Nice. How about, wait, okay. CTP of Energy, CTP of Greed, okay, Rage, Power Angry Hawk. Nice. Let's see here. Keep working on Mephisto. Let me see. I mean, your account looks pretty solid, my friend. I'm actually surprised that you don't have Tier 3 Silver Surfer. He is falling down a little bit, but there are certain weeks in PvP that Silver Surfer really is still a god. He's still very, very good for PvP, if that's something you're interested in. Tier 3 Vision, I mean, very strong. You don't have Tier 3 Ghost Rider. My friend, you should really have Tier 3 Ghost Rider. He is so strong. The only caveat to Ghost Rider is he really needs a Rage or a Judgment. If he's just using this damage proc, or not even a damage proc, but if he's using a damage proc, he isn't as good. He doesn't play that well with the damage proc. He's so much better with a Rage or a Judgment. That is a character I definitely would be working on. If you care about ABX, then Loki would be a really good choice. Transcended Gambit. Transcended Gambit's actually really great because of his leadership, the ignore target dodge. That is massive, my friend. Plus, he does a lot of damage. And when you start getting high in them higher stages against Null, having his leadership is actually a pretty big benefit. I mean, if you have him and you have like Human Torch, right? And then you have Ben Grimm, that's a hell of a team because you're going to have that ignore target dodge rate leadership, right? And there's only 2 male ignore target dodge rate strikers. So you could have max ignore dodge with Gambit's leadership. Well, you could use Cable too, by the way. I mean, for the leadership, if you don't have Gambit. But Gambit really is a useful character. I see you have your Human Torch. Okay, very nice, very nice. But yeah, I would work on Ghost Rider. That would probably be the next thing that I would do. If you need an extra support, Taskmaster is actually a terrific support. I know people don't like to level up characters just for supports, but man, having that extra 40% damage out to super villains really does help. So Zero here says he's having a lot of trouble clearing stage 9 of Mephisto. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take a look at your cards. Man, your cards are looking really nice. You got the Luna card, the Baby Spider card, the Guardians of the Galaxy card. Not bad at all. I mean, you already got 3 blue stars on this card. I would have never recommended that, but you already put in the work. You might as well keep it on there. And really the same with the Black Panther card. Once you get another blue star, you'll gain an extra amount of Pierce. I mean, you should have you got 8% Pierce, and your stats look really wonderful. You got a lot of ignore defense, your attack stats. I mean, you got 88% all attack, and you got a nice balance between physical and energy attack. I mean, you have over 100% energy and physical attack, and your attack speed is very, very high, but more is less, as I always say. Your cooldown is 19%. This is your problem, my friend. Your cooldown is way too low. This is why you're having problems clearing Mephisto. Even with 19% cooldown and a maxed alliance and using Hawkeye set on every single character, it's going to be very, very difficult to max out your skill cooldown on your characters unless you're using their uniform to max out their skill cooldown. And, you know, I'm seeing Tenacious Symbiote here. Binary Power. Power Angry Hulk. I mean, like right here I see Power Angry Hulk. I bet anything you're not able to max out that cooldown on Null. Let's see here. You got critical rate on him. Probably use the uniform. Her newest uniform would really be the best. That is what's killing you, my friend. I guarantee that cooldowns was killing you something fierce. You need to make an adjustment in your cards if you really want to try to improve, because you got some damn strong characters here. You got a lot of attack on your cards. You got enough Pierce that you should be able to beat stage 9. You should be able to beat stage 9, and it really shouldn't be that difficult for you. You got tier 3 Ghost Rider. You have Transcended Black Dwarf. Black Dwarf can whoop stage 9 Mephisto's butt. He is super strong. You got Transcended Human Torch. You got Moonstone. Moonstone should fly through it. These characters, you have a lot of built characters that should be able to do it. What's killing you is your cooldown. This low cooldown is bad, my friend. It's bad. Let's see here. You got cooldown on this card. Okay, so you only got 5% cooldown here. You're going to get a little... You have no cooldown here. Wow. Let me look at this. Oof. You have no cooldown here. You have no cooldown. See, let's see what I'm talking about. You have no cooldown on 3 separate cards. I mean, you got a little cooldown on this one. So what you need to be doing is you need to get a cooldown option on one of your star stats. That's what you need. You need to get a cooldown option on one of your star stats. Let me look at something really quick here. Let's see. So you see how I got cooldown right there on my blue stat? Second from the bottom, right? That's what you need to do. You need to re-roll one of your cards to get that cooldown. And since this Black Panther card has a green star, you could re-roll that, try to get cooldown. If they already got a blue star, like this one here's already got blue star, I wouldn't re-roll it. I'd probably just keep the blue stars. Yeah. But this is the card that I would try to re-roll. Just re-roll that one green star, that's next to the red star. Just re-roll that. Try to get a blue star, or just try to get cooldown. And if you get that 9% cooldown on this card, then you'll have 28, almost 29% cooldown, and you'll be able to rotate through your skills more often, my friend. You'll be able to do more damage. You'll be able to keep the damage proc where it belongs over and over and over. You're not wasting time running around because you're waiting for your skills to get off cooldown. That is going to make a big difference on your account. Okay, so Bubba wants to know why he can't beat Null. So we'll take a look at his cards. Your cards are looking pretty sweet, man. I'm seeing a pretty good amount of Pierce on your cards. Let's look at the card effects. So you have 4% Pierce. You have 19% ignore defense. That's a bit low. You're really want to be around 30 to 35%. Your all attack and energy attack, physical attack, not too bad. I mean, you got enough that you definitely can beat Null. I see you got 2 energy attack procs. And then you have Your attack speed is actually very high, but more is better than less. You got some critical rate, critical damage, so it should be pretty easy to max out your character's stats. You can't beat Null. Let me look here. Your Sentry here should be able to beat Null with this Obelisk and the fact that you got Pierce on your account. Your Proxima here, having a CTP of energy. Yeah, man, she should be able to whoop Null's butt. I'm not really sure why you're having trouble beating Null. I mean, with her in the leadership, having that ignore target dodge rate, maybe that's something you're not doing. Maybe you're not putting enough ignore target dodge, using the correct strikers. Maybe that's a problem you're having. Because, I mean, the Maker, I mean, these characters, like maybe you meant it, like in your comments, you didn't say a certain stage of Null. You just said, why can't I beat Null? So I'm thinking that maybe you've reached a certain point against Null and you're just not able to, you're just having trouble whooping it up. And it's kind of hard for me to give advice on who you should be working on. I mean, Iron Man here can get it done. I mean, you got low damage proc on him. That isn't helping his cause. You're a tier 3 Ghost Rider. You got a Rage on him. He should be able to plow through it. I mean, when I look at your characters, you got Transcended Human Torch. You got the right uniform. When I look at these characters, I think that you should have no problem beating Null. I wouldn't see why you would have a problem at all beating him. Cable, by the way, would be a really great choice to work on and build, especially if you get the Summer Days uniform or the Kid Cable uniform. Very, very powerful, very strong character. Something that could help you against Null is Taskmaster there, that support, that increased damage to those supervillains. He would absolutely help. Maybe push it a little bit because you can use male types up until 14, I believe, stage 14. I believe it's stage 14 or maybe a little bit higher. And then I might be forgetting. And then stage 20 or 19, you need male superheroes. So then Taskmaster isn't applicable. Tier 3 Falcon's absolutely insane. Vision's really good. So I'm not really sure why you're having problems because, I mean, you know, the fact that you got 4% Pierce, you should really be able to whoop Null's butt in all honesty. Okay, so Optimus Prime X here wants me to take a look at his cards and give him some suggestions on what he should do. Keep working on your Luna card here for sure. Keep working on the White Fox card. The Luna and the White Fox card are top tier cards. Keep working on them. I would have never recommended, I say this, I know I repeat this all the time, but I would have never recommended leveling up any of these cards. I understand people get in a hurry and they want to get that extra Pierce, and I totally get that. But I mean, you already got some Pierce on your Black Panther card here. You already got 5 blue stars, so you're only one more blue star away from getting 5% Pierce just from that card. So, I mean, I guess just go ahead and keep working on them unless you want to hold out and wait for another P card, or if you already have a P card that you're already working on. As far as your card effects, cooldown is good. You got a physical and energy attack proc. You got 6% Pierce. All your stats look really, really nice. You got a nice all attack stat. You got an insane amount of attack speed. 48%. Wow. I bet you don't have no problem maxing out your attack speed. Oh my God. That is crazy. But what I would suggest for your cards, in all honesty, my friend, is I would just hold out. This Loki #2 card, I would probably end up switching this out. This really isn't one of the better cards because your main stats are just cooldown, attack speed, and ignore defense. I would really, this card I'd probably switch out for a different card, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Baby Spider, the Cable card. One of those would be great choices. If you can be patient, if you can wait until you get one of those cards from the store. I know we all have a lot of bad luck. I mean, we never know what we're actually going to get. But that's what I would recommend. If not, then just keep working on your cards and keep trying to get extra blue stars so you can increase your Pierce so you're able to do a lot more damage. Okay, so let's take a look at Hardjot's account and see what he's got going on here. All right, buddy. Awesome that you got the Cable and the Baby Spider card. Keep working on those 2 cards. You're definitely, I mean, I'm pretty sure you already know that you need to replace these 2 cards here with further P cards. The Guardians of the Galaxy card, the White Fox card, the Luna card are going to be some of your best options to switch them out with. You already got quite a bit invested in your Black Panther card. I guess go ahead and keep working on it. I mean, I know how difficult it is to get other cards. As far as your card effect, you got a tremendous amount of cooldown. You got your physical attack proc. You have 4% Pierce. You have Your attack stats look really good. Your physical attack's a little bit low compared to your energy attack, but I'm pretty much in the same boat as you, my friend. Attack speed is very high, but that's all right. And as far as your characters, and this guy's completely free to play. So very cool to see a free to play player. You got Null, CTB of Energy, nice, Sentry, okay. Scarlet, Scarlet, Scarlet. Nice, nice. Your Odin looking very cool. Silver Surfer, not looking as cool. Still not bad though. Let's look at your Cable. Oh, lordy, lordy, you got a lot invested in no Cable. And this guy's free to play. He's got a mighty CTP and he's free to play. Now that is interesting. Wow. Holy mother of God, somebody loves Cable. Woo, you got a lot invested in no Cable. That is beautiful. I bet he melts those bars. You definitely want to rage on this guy. If you're using him, I think a lot of people are probably just using Strange as a support for the most part. Even though he can do some decent damage in World Boss against Null or Mephisto. Let's see here. Tier 3 Ghost Rider. You got the Judgment on him. Very nice. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, your account looks really good, bud. It looks really solid, especially for being a free-to-play account. Wow. Nice. You got the Rage. Honestly, a CTB of Energy would be a lot better on Moon Knight. It's way more consistent as far as landing your proc, keeping it where it belongs. I actually did way more damage against Null and Mephisto when I changed to CTB of Energy. Just a regular CTB of Energy, not a Mighty. Nice, man. Oh, man, I'm jealous. I don't even have Loki. Keep working on your Mephisto. Your account looks solid, my friend. I mean, I would probably tier 3 Proxima. I think that'd be a good way to go. I know you're free to play, so maybe you're lacking on resources, or maybe you're saving your resources, but I think that Proxima would be an excellent choice for another tier 3 for you. Yep, yep. Johnny would also be an amazing transcended character for you. But your account looks solid, man. Really great job, buddy. So that does conclude the roasting, and there was someone else that put a comment in that last video to get roasted. Sam, I did copy and paste your IGN, and unfortunately it just says it's invalid, so I couldn't actually take a look at your account and roast it. And let me know how y'all feeling about the new and improved handsome devil Bucky, and let me know what y'all think about the fact that Netmarble actually put out a patch just to fix this guy's face, which I think is freaking hilarious. And I do stream on Twitch at Reset. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.